Hello again. I'm sure you guys are going to get sick of seeing my face pretty soon, but I wanted to give you a quick update on something that I've been working on with our attorney today, and that is figuring out what we can say and to whom. Keeping HIPAA in mind, who can we tell the reasons for a decline? Who can we tell the reasons for a postponement or a rating? And I think we've been very protective of that in the past. And I just want to let you guys know that it's really just about common sense. So we want to be able to give as much information as we can to agents, to Morgan Stanley reps, to our customer and our client, to the applicant. And so here's a few basic guidelines that you guys can follow that may make your lives easier. So number one, I'm going to read off my screen, apologize. Morgan Stanley, we're kind of just doing an all-encompassing rule, so I know this is for brokerage and cover, but the same rules apply. So Morgan Stanley FAs, you can share things like they have a respiratory issue that appears to be rated. This is a Morgan Stanley rule. They don't want their FAs to know a bunch of diagnostic stuff, but it's not harmful to actually say, yep, there was a couple of health conditions. Looks like there's a respiratory issue, maybe a vascular issue. So that's okay. What you don't want to say is, yep, they have thrombosis and COPD, and it's a history they've had for 27 years, and it was undisclosed, and we don't want to get into any of that. But for Morgan Stanley, you can give them basic medical reason. For a writing agent across the board, you can tell them anything. You can tell them anything, personal health information, and here's why. Because all agents who are writing for a particular carrier have an agreement with the carrier. We have an agreement with the carrier. So what that means is that when they sign that HIPAA authorization, let's say for Banner Life, they specifically indicate they're signing to give Banner, their agents, the vendors, and all other third-party representatives knowledge in order to obtain coverage for them. Okay, so that means that any writing agent we can talk to about anything about that client, because we're here to help them. We're trying to make a good client experience, and they've authorized us to do so. Client or consumer, you can share anything about them with them because it's their information. So if they're rated or declined and you cannot speak to an agent because they're not the writing agent, go right to the client. Let them know what's going on. Let them know that it's because of your history of end-stage renal failure that they're not able to do this. Do you want the carrier information? And then finally, if the carrier is not even sharing with us what the reasoning is because it's super sensitive, then just let the agent know that. It's an undisclosed reason, and it looks like that's, it's one of those sensitive topics, so they'll need to go to the carrier to find out why. That's really the only time we should be directing people to the carrier. We should be able to help facilitate a good client experience for folks while still maintaining our HIPAA regulation and being in what's the word? Following the regulations attached to that. So basically, use your common sense. If you have questions, ask, and have fun out there. Bye.